هيو الحلو هيو الله كريم.
Hi, I'm Ashira from Jerusalem.
I'm Azam. I'm living in Gaza.
Hi, I'm Ala Khayo from Jerusalem.
Hi, I'm Nagham. How are you?
Yeah, hi Ashira, how are you?
So today we're in Ramallah. We're going to the Ramallah Cultural Palace, and I'm joined by my friend Nevine here, because she sings in a Palestinian cultural group called Asayel, and they also have a dabke group. But today she's not going to be singing because they didn't get to do sound check yesterday, so they're only going to be dancing to a playback. And what they're doing today is there's a conference for the World Water Day. And it's a Palestinian World Water Day. And I think it's very important. I'm very interested in the issue of water because we've had a lot of rain this year, but you can still hear in the news that we will have problems in when summer comes, that we won't have enough water. And the reason is because Israel controls the reservoirs of water, and it controls the Palestinians' access to water. So I think it would be very interesting to hear more about it and to see if they're doing any issues to solve the problem when summer comes.
But let me stress here and now that Palestinian rights on water will have to be taken care of and respected. As recalled in the reports you referred to, the report of the World Bank, that of Amnesty International, it is clear that the water sector in Palestine needs tremendous support. So does PWA, whose capabilities have to be developed to manage and regulate all aspects related to water and sanitation. France will continue to lend its support to the water sector in Palestine and act as a confident partner to PWA in all its initiatives.
Across the West Bank, around 120 communities are not connected to water networks. Families struggling to make ends meet spend up to 40% of their income buying water from unregulated providers. In Jericho, the average consumes 175 liters per person per day. Just 90 kilometers south, marginalized Hebronites consume as little as 20 liters of water per person per day. That's less than 2 flushes of toilet water from the toilet. In Gaza, 90% of the water is the only aquifer is already unfit for human consumption. Across the West Bank, the PWA's monitoring of the water quality provided by the unregulated vendors detect contamination at all levels. Watery and acute bloody diarrhea and viral hepatitis are the major causes of morbidity among majority of Gazan children. In parts of Area C, a household survey supported by UNICEF, UNRWA, and FAO this year has found diarrhea prevalence at over 44%. Corrosive nitrates and chlorides have the most severe and lasting impacts on infants.
So I heard your speech and you were talking about the problems of water, and we don't have clean water in Palestine, and that there's a lack, and that usually you're blamed for it, that the Palestinian water authority.
We're blamed, but the issue that the blame should be directed to the one who's controlling all resources, the one who's make the siege on Gaza, the one who doesn't enable us to do the project. There is a project submitted to the Israeli side since 1997, and we're still waiting approval.
So the reason, and you also said that we bought how much water?
The game now is not a blame game. there is a catastrophic situation in Gaza. There is water scarcity. There is water crisis here in the West Bank. We do have our water in the Jordan River that we do not have access to. We do have our water just underneath our feet, but we couldn't drill a well.
So we can't actually get the water from...
No. I have to get approval first from the Israeli to be able to drill a well.
Is this why the Palestinian Authority has to buy water from
This
Israel?
is why each year we go to Mikrot and we're purchasing additional amount. But the issue that the Israeli kept us at 70, 80. So there is increase in population, but
no
constant amount of water from springs and well. This is why we go to the Mikrot and purchasing additional amount.
And you're buying your own water?
We're buying our own water. What we're looking for is just to exercise our sovereignty over the resources, to be able to drill well, to be able to build a water network, to build a reservoir. It's not everything that we have to return back to the Israeli to say yes or no for it. We're having a crisis in Gaza. The water is not suitable for a human being. The water there is not accepted for any purposes. This has been documented by Amnesty recent report, by the World Bank report. With the siege, with the blockade, the situation is aggravating all the time. And we're talking about all this in the time that we adopted the two-state solution, in the time that we want to create a viable Palestinian state. The state will not be viable if there is no water. This is the issue. We don't have water to drink. So we don't have water for agricultural. So we're facing a crisis here, we're facing a problem. We are the poorest people in terms of water in the region. The per capita doesn't exceed 60 up to 70. There's more than 100 communities that they're lacking a water network. This situation in the 21st century, it's in Palestine. So the issue now, there's shared water resources, Jordan River, the aquifers in the West Bank.
Do we get our water from the Jordan River?
No, this is because water is like Jerusalem, like refugee, like border, like settlement. It's an issue for permanent status negotiation.
So that, no,
there is, whether there is a rainfall or not, we have been kept at the same level as of 1967. This is not accepted. It's not only not accepted by the Palestinians because we are the people who are suffering, but also now they're not accepted at international level. With the World Bank report, Amnesty report, now they're saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. People around you, they have to drink. They're a human being, regardless if they're Palestinian or whatever. As a human being, there is a water right. Water is a basic human need. This is what we're looking for.
Okay, Doctor, thank you so much for taking your time. Now Nevine's taking us backstage so we can meet her group as well. And they also sang one of the songs that we just saw is about water. ايش الأغنية اللي غنيتوها على المية؟
هي الورد على العين.
شو يعني؟ غني لي.
هي الورد على العين يم الطل المليحة واشربي من كف الزين ميتنا بقى ريحة يما الجرة مكسورة مي سالت لكعبي من رافح للناكورة تبلل بالمي جرابي هي الوردة على عيني يم الطل المليحة واشربي من كف الزين ميتنا بعقاريحة.
مرحبا أشيرة. بس اسم حضرتك؟
أنا اسمي ناجي أبو شقيدة.
أنت المدير الفرقة أصايل اللي فيها
نيفين.
طيب إيش احكي لي أكثر عن الأغاني اللي عملتوها بالذات للمية.
المية
بس بدك تعطيني مجال أترجم.
يعني في أغنية يا وارد البير اللي هي كيف الصبية أو الفلاحين بيحملوا الإجرار وبنزلوا على عين يملوا. هلا فيش عيون، التغت العيون أو سحبوا المياه الإسرائيليين، ما خلوش مياه الجوفية كلها راحت من عنا. بنحاول إنه نذكرهم يعني كيف يرجعوا يحفروا الناس الآبار ويفتشوا على المي من أول جديد. في أغنية هي واردة على العين.
The song that they sang for it was specifically made for this event. It talks about how in the past the villagers used to go used to go to wells and dig wells, and they used to get water from them. And he says that nowadays there is no wells because the Israelis have sucked out all of our water and dried out our reservoirs, and taking control of most of the water. So their song is to remind people of how important it is to go and dig for wells and to try and look for water and to go back to this tradition. اوكي شكرا كثير لك.
شكرا باي.
ديروا بالكم على نيفين. طب وانت هلا غير انك بتغني, I want to tell you this about her, but she's a bit afraid that I'm saying it. She's also a lieutenant in the Palestinian police other than singing. صح؟ شفتيها؟ كيف الشرطة؟
حلوة بتجنن.
انت
يعني بدها
انتوا عندكم شرطة النساء؟
عندنا شرطة نسائية كمان.
We have the female Palestinian police. ممتعة.
ممتعة. بيعتمد كمان على شخصية البنت. إذا البنت لازم تكون عندها شخصيتها القوية وحابة هاي الشغلة وتكون جدعة وقت حالها، شغل عادي. صارت هلا الشرطة زيها زي أي مهنة طبعا أكيد إن شاء الله.
She says that working as a police officer is just like any other profession. So they're already doing their song. So remember I was talking about ما كنا نحكي معاه عن المية نبع مية أريحة.
مية نبع أريحة.
فهاي طلعت I was just talking to her from the band, and they're singing for the water in Jericho, and it says here that this water is made in a well called Duke Well in Jericho. I have some water and leave the show. And as you can tell, my voice has still not recovered, and I'm still my voice hasn't recovered from the tear gas, and it's been 4 days now. So I need to actually go for a medical checkup because I've been coughing and it has been horrible. So I'm gonna go for a medical checkup while we go back to Gaza. Bye. Cheers. Palestinian water.
Yesterday, Ban Ki-moon visited Gaza, and he came to this area to see the people who are living inside tents and to see their situation. And I'm wondering if he has the chance to visit also the people who lived in mud house, because maybe if he saw them and sit with them, maybe he will transfer a real image of those people who are living inside mud house, and he will recognize how much Gaza is going to the past and not to the future. Those people, after Israeli tanks destroyed their houses, don't have another way. Also, they have a new ideas to create it to live inside homes, and because Israeli prevented any construction materials to enter Gaza, so they started to think in a state material. So they start to build house from mud. And I'm looking for a house now speak with the people inside this house and to see their situation. I think that I found the house which I'm looking for. We will speak with people inside it and to let them describe for us how their life inside this house. Oh, as we see, lots of things are here. I think they don't use these things like rubbish. You know, to the latest ages. So we are going to visit this family inside their madham. مرحبا يعطيكم العافية. شو كان البيت؟ عن جد حلو، أنا عجبني من برا شكله يعني عن جد كثير شكله حلو. بس هل يا ترى من برا زي من جوا يعني زي ما إنه حلو من برا ما فيش إنه مشاكل جوا البيت؟
لا الحمد لله كويس.
I'm asking Nawal that I like the shape of the house from outside because it's really beautiful, and I'm asking her, is the house is beautiful also from inside as it is from outside? I mean, is there any problems they faced inside the house because it is made from mud? So she told me no, it's okay and it's really beautiful from inside. مبسوطة يعني أنت بعد الحرب على طول بعد وقتاش بنيتوا البيت؟
بعد سنة واحدة في الخيمة.
بعد أنتوا عشتوا سنة بالخيمة؟
سنة واحدة في الخيمة.
وبعدين بنيتوا البيت.
أجوا تعالوا كانوا بنونا عشان شافونا بننام فيها يعني وعايشين فيها.
طب ليش أنتوا الناس الوحيدة اللي بنيين لهم في المنطقة؟
لأن إحنا ضلينا في الخيمة يعني ما طلعناش.
So I'm asking Nawal when they built this house. So she told me after she spent 1 year with her family inside tents, the UNRWA come and checked her situation and decided to build for her this house. قديش أخذ بناؤه تقريبا؟
شهرين.
So I'm asking her how much it takes time until they finished its building. So she told me only 2 months. هلا البيت مبني من طين. من وين اجت الفكرة؟ هل الأونروا هي اللي فكرت بقصة الطين ولا انتوا اساسا كنتوا مثلا مفكرين بهاي الشغلة؟
الوكالة هي اللي فكرت بهذا الشيء. احنا ما كناش عارفين انه اصلا نعمل فيه الطين سهل. هي قال نبني لكم بالطينة بديل للخيمة يعني مش انه بديل لبيوتنا.
So UNRWA decided to build this house from mud because there is no other way to make homes because there is no construction materials in Gaza. So they decided to make this house instead of the tents. طيب في عندك مثلا بتواجهي مشاكل في الشتاء انه مثلا بينزل عليكي مطر كيف؟ قولي لي.
الشبابيك. قلنا لتعي الوكالة واجوا قالوا بدهم يعملوا من برا كمان.
So she says that she faced problems in the winter that water is entering to the house from windows, and they told the UNRWA that we have some problems that water entered to our house. So they told them we will try to fix this problem. طيب يعني مثلا البيوت الطين كيف بتكون في الصيف كيف بتكون في الشتاء مثلا هل باردة بالشتاء وحامية بالصيف ولا كيف؟
قالوا لنا في الشتاء دفيات وفي الصيف بردات احنا جربناه في الشتاء كويسات بس ما جربناش الصيف
يعني هلا لقيتيه دافي
الحمد لله دافي كويس.
So she said that it is warm in the winter, and also they told her it will be cold in the summer, but until now she didn't live inside the home in the summer. So she will take me a tour in the home, inside the home, the house. We will see it. من وين هيك طب عفشك القديم شو صار فيه؟
كل احنا ضلينا عفش ولا ضلنا
والاشياء الجديدة هاي من وين؟
لا ما ادتنا الوكالة طلعت.
برضه الوكالة طلعتك؟
كل الوكالة.
لا اولادك كم من ولد عندك متجوز؟
5 متجوزين و2 عزابية وكلهم مساكين عندنا سايبهم يعني مشتتين هنا وهنا.
So she has 3 متجوزين.
5.
She has 5 of her sons are married and 2 other single, and her sons who are married lived with their relatives in their homes, and she is living here with her 2 of her sons in this house, which contains 2 rooms. يعني غرفتين 2 rooms and kitchen and bathroom.
مدمرين. عشنا مدة سنة أنا وأسرة بسيطة من أسري في خيمة. أنت بتعرف الخيمة لا بتحمي من حر الصيف ولا من برد الشتاء.
So he is saying that I am asking him, are you going to stay for this house for a long time? So he told me it's a good question to ask me like this question, because we are as a family lived inside tents for 1 year without a protection from the cold or the hot.
فطبعا البيت هذا اللي بنوا لنا اياه الوكاله.
This house which UNRWA built it.
بنوا لنا اياه بيت مساحته 60 متر.
They built it on 60
متر.
60 meters.
فهذا البيت مكون من غرفتين ومطبخ.
Contains 2 rooms and 1 kitchen.
عايشين فيه 4.
Inside it, the family inside it contains 6 people.
4 أولاد وأنا والأسرة أنا وعيالي في غرفة وال4 عايشين في غرفة.
So 4 of his children inside 1 room and he and his wife in another room.
طبعا قبل هيك احنا كان عندي أنا 6 بيوت.
Before he has 6 houses. قالت لنا
أنا كان عندي بيت كبير.
إنه هلا أنت إيش مفكر لقدام؟ خلينا إنه
أنا قاعد بحكي عشان يعني تكوني يعني الواقع اللي احنا عايشين فيه. طبعا الحمام هذا كان أيام الخيمة.
When they lived inside the tents, they used this like a bathroom. وين بتتحمموا طيب؟
أول كنا نتحمم في المطبخ.
Before they
took
their shower in the kitchen, where now the donkey is lived.
فهذا الواقع اللي احنا
This is the reality
عشناه
which he lived.
إن اليوم من بعد الحرب الإسرائيلية المدمرة لقطاع غزة وتدمر فيها 3 مباني غزة، ورغم على ذلك إنه اليهود رمت فيه مواد غاز إما بعد سنة إما بعد سنتين يأثر على البشر من سرطانات. أيوة.
So he says that after the war, Israeli soldiers put poison materials or poison things in the ground. So this poison could be affected for them after 1 or 2 years. Until now, they didn't feel the effect of this materials, but after times they will see it. So Majid told me that yesterday Ban Ki-moon came and visit the area here, and he didn't come to see me in my house, and he went from Azbet Abd Rabbo to Khan Yunis without make any effect. He wants him to come and to see the situation and to see how the people are living in this area, because maybe he will make something to break the siege on Gaza, because always he came like those visits and speaking in messages, but without any solution or anything on the ground. Could we see it? Today I finished, and I hoped to eat molokhia, but I don't have time to stay with them. So today, goodbye and bye-bye.